take off the mask. You have to allow people to show who they truly really are. And so the first thing I'm going to say is that as a core group, as a resistance, as an entity that we have created over this week, we are humbly ashamed and very saddened at the actions that Boston Pride has taken over the last week. And even though they have done their best to try and make up for it and do their best to try and show solidarity, sometimes it's too little too late. And it's bad, and I say it's too little too late because somebody should not have to come to you and let you know that what you have done is wrong. Someone should not have to come to tell you that how you approach or treat the situation is wrong. If you don't understand something, if you don't know how to respond to something, it is good to enlist the help of those who might be able to get you the information that you need to put out the right information. It's terrible how you responded to the Black Lives Matter movement and the Black lives that are being murdered daily when you need to realize once again that trans Black lives gave you the power that you have to stand and create the things that you have. It's bad. It's terrible. It's terrible because we have to march. It's terrible that we have to come together and resist to let you know. It's like a parent disciplining their child. Guess what? Mothers are back. Trans women, mothers are back. And we're standing in the forefront to let you know that we're not going to keep quiet anymore. This is not going to be the only time that we come together as a team or as family to resist and do what it is that we need to do, because we have been quiet for too long. We have been silenced for too long, and we're taking off our masks, not our COVID-19 masks, but the masks that have been put over us to tell us that we are not human, that we are feticized, that we don't deserve the things that everyone else deserves. And today, we stand before everyone to let them know, hi, honey. I know what that was. I hear you, Lord. We're all for Boston Pride, but nevertheless, we do say thank you also for what Boston Pride has done. They are not in co-sponsorship with us, but they did donate a lot of stuff to us to be able to make this happen. So we do say thank you for that. But we also still want you to know that you're fucked up. You're fucked up. And this also shows you what it is that we as trans people of color and trans individuals can do. So you better straighten up and fly right before we take the shit and fly the ship for your asses. Because we're not standing with this crap anymore. No one is allowing you to chew, and just not even Boston Pride, but everyone out there who doesn't like trans people or doesn't like black people or doesn't like people of color, oh well, get over it, move to the mountains and just stop being around people, because we're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. We're getting in the Senate seats. We're fighting for our place that we've been deserving of for a long time. We're not going to continue to, listen, this ain't the generation to fuck with. I ain't my great grandmother. You ain't gonna call me out my name and think I'm gonna sit there because I make you eat this mic. This is not happening. This is a generation that is standing up and letting you know that you're gonna get your knee off of our necks. You're gonna get your hands off of us and trying to put us in handcuffs. You're going to stop killing us before the resistance gets too bad and you all are overpowered and don't know what to do, until the point where we have all the power and you all have none. Trust me when I say this. When we come together as a village, when we come together as a family, this is the outcome. This is what it is that we fight for. This is what it is that we work for. You will stop treating us like numbers. You will stop treating us like deliverables. You will stop treating us like escorts and prostitutes and things that are beneath you and under your shoe, because we are human. We are smart. We are resistant. We are beautiful. And we are here. It is time out for allowing people to speak for us. Because when you do sometimes speak for us, you're not speaking the whole truth. It is time out for senators and mayors and governors to stop using us to win elections and then forget about us after they're in their seats. It's time out. It's time out. And so it is no disrespect to those people, but that is why we didn't have none to speak on today. Because today you will not use this platform to further your agendas because you haven't been doing the shit that you were supposed to be doing when you first got into your offices. That's not what's happening today. It's not happening today at all. We thank everyone who has stood with us in solidarity on today, everyone that has shown up in response. The one question that the interviewers keep asking me is, why do we think that people are showing up in the midst of this pandemic that is going on? Because at the end of the day, when we are tired, we will get together and fuck some shit up. That's what we'll do. Plain and simple. If you have platform, if you have privilege, it is your job to speak up. Anybody who keeps quiet about what it is that's going on, you do not need to be here. You don't need to be a spectator, because guess what? This is going to continue to keep happening. We're no longer going to be in the shadows, and then after today you won't hear from us and we won't be doing anything. That decade and them days are over, and we're not going to allow you to silence us and push us back into caves and in our homes to be scared and not to be able to stand and do what it is that needs to be done, because we're here and we again are not going anywhere. Thank you to the sponsors on today. Before this would not be able to be possible with you, out you all. Thank you all who see the vision of what the Transgender Emergency Fund is trying to do. Our trans women are dying by the numbers. If they're not dying by being murdered, if they're not dying by doing sex work, they're either homeless, they're either strung out on drugs, and the services that are being provided with the money that's supposed to be provided from the states ain't doing the things that they're supposed to be doing. Excuse my country, I told you I was country, so you may get some ain'ts in there. So the Transgender Emergency Fund wants to unroot that. We're not saying that you all don't deserve the money for your organizations to do the work that you're doing, but what we're saying is that there are organizations that are equipped with the people who went through the experience of what it is that you're looking for to be able to reach those individuals that you're trying to reach. So it's time to take the money from you all and give it to the places that need the money to do the work that needs to be done, to get these shelters, to get these girls off the streets, to get them in jobs, to get them in homes, because that is what they need. They need that. They need that. Black trans lives are the most marginalized people in this world currently, from dying, from being homeless, from being not able to wake up in the morning to know what it is that you're going to eat for breakfast and or worry about what you might have for dinner. It's a crime. And we, as our mayor said, we are at a state of emergency. And in order to deal with the state of emergency, we have to come together as people so that work can get done. Today is not the only day to show up. Show up in November to get that orange motherfucker up out the office. We will march. We will blow shit up, rob CVS, steal iPhones that you need to return because they locked them. But then November will come in time to vote, and then y'all don't show up, and then he get another 4 years, and then y'all need to march again. What was the purpose of the first march? What was the purpose of coming together this time if that is not something that we were going to do? He has to go. His administration has already threatened the health care in this nation. We are grateful as Massachusetts residents to have the things that are in place for us, but that's not for everybody. So we must vote. We must do our due diligence as trans, as black, as gays, as LGBTQ, as supporters, our rights to do what we need to do to get him out of office. You may not like who the Democratic president is, but listen, it is better than that asshole. It is much better. Much better than the shit that we are being handed today. And so we call on our brothers, we call on our sisters, we call on our friends to stand with us as we fight, as we push back, as we get things that should have been given to us a long time ago, but we were denied because people wanted to keep their knees on our necks, or they wanted to keep us in huts, or keep us give us hush money. I said yesterday at the State House, it's like we're the slaves and we're dealing with the masters. We're the ones working in the field, and when they're done eating, they come to give us our scraps and want us to be grateful for it. I'm a big girl, I like to eat, and scraps don't do nothing for me. I don't know about you, but they don't do nothing. I smoke a little weed from time to time, I get the munchies, and a 25-cent bag of, no, they're 50 cents now. A 55-cent bag of air ain't doing nothing for me. You may like it if you're on your diet. I'm on a little bit of a diet, but I don't like it. And so today, as we march through these streets of Boston, as we march through the hood, we are going to shout and we are going to show the resistance that we are here, we're queer, you're going to get used to it at the end of the day, period. So you are also going to follow the order of the marshals as we march out of this park. They're in the pink shirts, it says marshals on them. We're going to be marching from here to Seaver Street, down to Blue Hill, down to Warren, into Dudley, because I'm not calling this shit Nubian Square. I'm 33. I've been here since I was 5, and it has been Dudley since I was a child. Nice try with the Nubian Square. If y'all want to call it that, that's fine. You New Millennium people, but it's Dudley. I don't care how much they gentrify it. It's Dudley. So we're going to start marching this way. You can follow the marshals as, are they over there?